Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a massive, immersive journey right into the heart of South America's largest country, Brazil. We are going to unpack the geography, the culture, and the sheer, mind-blowing scale of the place. So if you're ready to expand your geographic horizons and really understand how varied a single nation can be, you are in exactly the right spot.
Let me guess, when you hear Brazil, you're probably picturing endless sunshine, right? Beautiful beaches, maybe the crazy energy of carnival. Honestly, it's a super common stereotype. When a lot of people picture this massive country, that's immediately where their minds go. But here's the thing, the reality completely challenges those preconceptions. As we're about to discover, Brazil is a land of incredible, almost unimaginable variety, stretching way beyond those tropical postcards.
To really wrap our heads around this variety, we gotta first look at the scale. 26, that's the magic number. We're talking about 26 completely individual, distinct states that make up the vast territory of Brazil. It's basically a giant jigsaw puzzle of cultures, climates, and landscapes, all bound together under one flag.
But wait, 26 isn't the final count. You've got to add a 1 to that. That 1 represents Brazil's single federal district, and that is an absolutely crucial piece of the national puzzle because it's home to the nation's capital, Brasilia.
So, how on earth do you even begin to organize 26 states and 1 federal district? Well, you group them. The whole country is officially carved up into 5 distinct regions. And here is the big takeaway you really need to remember. Each of these 5 regions boasts its own totally unique climate, its own distinct culture, and its own way of life. It literally feels like having 5 completely different countries packed inside the borders of one.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. 1. The massive scale of Brazil. 2. Nature in the north and central west. 3. Rhythm and history in the northeast. 4. Economic powerhouse, the southeast. 5. European influence in the south. And 6. Your Brazilian journey begins. Section 1. The massive scale of Brazil. Before we zoom into the specific areas, we really need to appreciate the mind-boggling geographical scope here. We aren't just talking about a large country. It is the undisputed largest country in all of South America. And while these 5 regions, the North, Northeast, Central West, Southeast, and South, are completely unique, they interlock perfectly to form one unified, diverse nation. Getting a handle on how these distinct pieces fit together is absolutely key to understanding Brazil as a whole.
Section 2. Nature, North and Central West. Now, we're grouping these 2 neighboring regions together for a very good reason. They showcase the absolute extremes of Brazil's natural wonders. It's a phenomenal juxtaposition, really. On one hand, you have the North region. This is home to the Amazon rainforest, literally the largest rainforest on the planet, famously packed with massive rivers, incredibly dense nature, and rich indigenous cultures. But then, right next door, you've got the Central West region, which boasts the Pantanal. The Pantanal is the biggest tropical wetland in the world, and it's an absolute paradise for wildlife lovers. So you've got 2 global extremes of nature housed right within the exact same country. Mind-blowing, right?
Just take a look at these 7 specific states making up the North region: Acre, Amapá, Amazonas, Pará, Rondônia, Roraima, and Tocantins. Try to imagine the sheer volume of rivers and the endless green canopy covering this massive expanse. This right here, this is the green lung of the continent.
And then checking out the 4 areas of the Central West, Goiás, Mato Grosso do Sul, and the Federal District. It's wild to think about what's actually there. Because right alongside the world's biggest tropical wetland, the Pantanal, sits the very seat of Brazil's government, the capital city of Brasilia. Section 3. Rhythm and History, the Northeast.
Now we're trading those dense forests and wetlands for a region that is deeply defined by its historical roots, and yeah, those iconic, beautiful beaches. But listen, the Northeast is about way more than just sand and surf. It is completely defined by its music. Have you heard of forró and axé? These brilliantly illustrate how deeply intertwined art and daily life are down there. These aren't just old historical footnotes either. These traditional dances are the absolute beating heart of the vibrant musical culture and the very identity of the Brazilian Northeast today.
And you know, where there's incredible music, there's always incredible food. Enter acarajé and moqueca. These are simply amazing traditional dishes that originated right here in the Northeast. They perfectly complement that rich history and the whole coastal lifestyle we were just talking about. It's literally bringing the fresh flavors of the ocean mixed with generations of tradition right to your plate.
So, Alagoas, Bahia, Ceará, Maranhão, Paraíba, Pernambuco, Piauí, Rio Grande do Norte, and Sergipe. These 9 states come together to form this incredibly historically rich, musical, and super flavorful part of the country.
Section 4, Economic Powerhouse, the Southeast.
Okay, we are shifting gears completely now. We're leaving the historical Northeast and heading straight into the modern economic engine of the whole nation. The Southeast is made up of just 4 states: Espírito Santo, Minas Gerais, Rio de Janeiro, and São Paulo. But hey, do not let that small number fool you. This region is the undisputed economic center of Brazil. It's home to massive, globally recognized megacities like São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, and it offers this truly unique mix where you get the hustle and bustle of modern life existing right alongside deep traditions, stunning beaches, and towering mountains, all sharing the exact same space.
Section 5, European Influence, the South.
Now, if you still have any of those tropical stereotypes lingering in the back of your mind, this is the region that's going to totally shatter them. What makes the South stand out so starkly from the rest of the country is its really strong European influence. And I'm not just talking about historical trivia here. It's super evident today in both the culture and the architecture across Paraná, Santa Catarina, and Rio Grande do Sul.
Now, what's really interesting about this is, yes, it actually snows in Brazil. No way, right? Because of its southern location, this region is noticeably colder than the rest of the country. And during the winter, you can genuinely see snow in some of the cities down there. I mean, talk about a complete paradigm shift from the Amazon rainforest and those sunny northeast beaches.
Section 6, Your Brazilian Journey Begins.
Well, we have practically traversed the entire country today. We've seen how every single region possesses its own distinct accent, its own traditional dishes, wildly unique traditions, and completely different landscapes. All of this incredible variety. That is the secret sauce that makes Brazil so special. If this quick tour sparked your curiosity and you're thinking, I want to learn more about Brazil and the Portuguese language, then definitely go follow Teachers from Brazil. It's a fantastic next step if you're inspired to dive deeper into this vibrant culture.
Before we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder. How exactly does a country's vast geography shape its language and its culture? When a single nation encompasses the world's largest rainforest, massive tropical wetlands, centuries-old historical coastlines, booming modern megacities, and even snowy, European-influenced towns, how could it not create a beautiful, complex mosaic of human experience? Think about that for a bit. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you next time.